All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into your app store and you're going to type in Pinterest into the search toolbar. And once this pops up, you will see the page that we have displayed on our slide. And then down here where it says open, it'll usually say install, and that's where you will go ahead and click that button and it will install it into your device of whatever device you're using. And now we are ready to create our account.
So now it'll be time to create your account. You have a couple of options. One, if you already have a Facebook account, you can do that and you can make your Pinterest account using those usernames and passwords. The other option is to sign up with your email address. So you can sign up with a Google account, Yahoo, or whatever else you're using. After that, it's going to ask you to enter your email address and create a Pinterest password. There are 5 steps, and it'll take you all the way through.
All right, so now we have our beautiful account created, and you'll see a screen similar to this pop up, and you can choose different topics that you're interested in, and that way they can tailor the homepage to show pins that you're interested in depending on the topics that you've chosen.
Okay, so now that you have created your profile, it'll come up with this page with your name, and it will talk about your pins, followers, followings, and your likes. So those are all activities that you can do on Pinterest. The next step is to create a Pinterest board. So these boards are made up of the pins that you have liked, and it can be in all different categories, and you can search them in the search toolbar up here. Some categories that you can search are listed below. And see here we selected the shop category.
So at the bottom of the screen, you'll see our little toolbar, and that will allow you to access the home screen, also to search for pins with the search tool, notifications, which if any of your friends start following you on Pinterest, they can see your pins, and then also the saved pins. So what we see with all of these pins up here is these are the ones that are being tailored to your topics that you have chosen at the beginning. So we had chosen, hair and recipes, and now we can see some pins that we might be interested in.
As future educators creating this Pinterest account, we decided to create a board called Teacher Pins. This board will be full of class ideas, class activities, management techniques, and lots of skills that will help us in our occupations as teachers. Now, on the second slide, you can see how we searched the keyword teacher, and underneath it popped up lots of activities and games that will help create a classroom environment full of learning.
So once we have decided on a pin that we're interested in this case we chose the Blurt Beans. You can then choose to add it to one of your boards. So we decided to add it to Teacher Pins. And you can click on it and it will come up with different options. You can either save, like, or pin this. And you can choose the different boards. Right now we only have one board. But then on the second slide that you see here, we have created some different boards. For instance, you can make one strictly for science, math, social studies, classroom management, and then we have our original, the OG Teacher Pins. Sometimes we can find some really interesting pins that we think other educators might be interested in. So in that case, we can choose the little, it looks like a paper airplane. We can choose that button, and then we'll come up to this box that says Send Pin. And from there, we can either, share it on Facebook, we can email it, text it, or tweet it. And this is just a fun way to be able to share these ideas. As educators, we like to collaborate, and this allows us to do that on Pinterest.
So in your profile, in the settings category, you can edit your profile, which it could include adding pictures or descriptions about yourself, or even your boards and how they're organized. In the settings, you can edit your Pinterest account as a whole and how things appear on the screen. You can find your friends, and you do this through the search toolbar. So you can find those people that have pins that you like or people that you know. It's a great way to connect with others. Next, you can see the order history. This is important because on Pinterest, you can buy things. You can buy things that people pin or are selling. So in this case, you can see the statements that you have ordered. The next line says edit payment method. And so that will be your credit card number or however you are purchasing those things. And then your address is just your personal information, and that's where you can edit that. The next one, get help. That's where you can ask questions. People are always trying to make Pinterest better. And so by asking questions and asking about how we can better use Pinterest, it's only going to get better from here. The next is the terms and privacy, the long list of words that you can read if you're curious. And then after that, you can log out. So now that you have Pinterest all organized, it's time to explore all the new ideas and activities that are available to you on Pinterest. Personally, I have enjoyed Pinterest because I can find lots of ideas for crafts, for decorating, and I love finding new recipes. It's a great place where people can share their ideas and we can all be creative together.
And like we said earlier, Pinterest is a great way to collaborate with other teachers. They have so many different ideas for lessons and, ways to set up your classroom, even outfits to wear. Teachers got to look good. So go out and find these new ideas, spice up your lessons, and spice up your life. Go Pinterest.